Okay, so actually this one is the previous question, fx equals to e power x. Previous lecture question na, last question, e power x r plus 2r and gx is defined as sin inverse x from minus 1 comma 1 to minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. Okay, and in that question we have that find the f of gx and domain and range. Okay, now b part of this question, that is examine if golf is possible or not. If is possible or not, g of fx golf is possible or not. Okay, now you want to identify that this one is possible or not, because it is not necessary that if g and f is defined then golf or fog is also defined. Okay, now so you have to check. Now actually if you remember then we have last three note as written na. Okay, first note is for any composite function g of fx. Okay, for any composite function g of fx, domain of this function g of fx is always subset of domain of f, because value, if you are putting any value of x, then first x is received by f and f can't receive any value which is not in domain. Okay, so domain of this one is subset of domain of f, and at the end value is given by g, and g can't give you a value which is not in range of g. So range of this one is subset of range of g. Okay, so first point is domain of this one is subset of domain of f and range of this one is subset of range of g. Okay, and another view, third point, that is if range of fx and domain of gx, if intersection of range of f and domain of g is equals to phi, then g of fx composite function is not defined. Okay, so this is only possible if this is not equals to phi. Okay, that I have explained previous now. Okay, so see, now I want to identify that golf is possible or not. G of fx, that is equals to g of fx. This is only possible if intersection of range of fx and domain of g is not equals to phi. So first find the range of fx. Here fx is equals to e power x defined from r plus to r. And I want range of this one, it means all possible value of this one. For range we have to take inside to outside, it means starting from x. Here it is given that x belongs to r. Okay, so x belongs to r plus, it means 0 comma infinity. Okay, now we want all possible value of e, so e power x, so take e power x belongs to, if you take e power 0 is 1, e power infinity is infinity. Okay, just simple na, put least value. If you put 0, e power 0 is 1, so starting value is 1. Okay, put infinity, e power infinity is infinity. Directly how can you find minimum to maximum, because this one is increasing function na, so you can take e power x exponential this function, so you will get minimum value at starting point and maximum value at end point. So e power x belongs to 1 comma infinity. Okay, so this is the fx. Okay na, fx is 1 comma infinity, so range of fx is 1 comma infinity. Now find the domain of z. Now domain of z, domain of g is already given, that is minus 1 comma 1. Okay, now take intersection of these two. This is the range of fx, this is the domain of g, there is no common point. This one is starting from 1, but this is end at 1. Okay na, so range of f intersection domain of z is equals to phi. So f of z, z of fx is not possible. Okay, okay, write down. Okay, write down. Okay, thank you. Okay, so it is clear. it means if fx and gx both are defined, but it is not necessary that Goff or Fogg is also defined. Okay. Now next question. Fx is given as ln of x, that is from r plus 2r, and gx is given as greatest integer of x, that is from r to r. Okay. Find domain and range of f of gx and g of fx. Okay. Now you want domain and range of these both functions. Okay. So first I am taking f of g. So f of g, now you want domain and range. So first I will find domain, then I will find range. Okay. So first can I write f of gx? This can be written as f of gx. Value of gx is greatest integer of x. Put here f of greatest integer x, replace x with greatest integer. So finally what you will get? Ln of greatest integer of x. Easily we can find now. First put value of gx, that is greatest integer of f. Now f greatest integer of x, what is the change? At the place of x what we have? Greatest integer of x, so put this one. Okay. Now first domain of f of g. Now first we want domain of this function now. Okay, for domain what we have to do? We have to move from outside to inside. Okay na? This is the function, and outside what we have? F. Okay, so what is the condition? See, in f domain of f is r plus. Okay, it means this one domain, it means value of x. It means this x can take only values from r plus. Okay. So condition for this f is this must be belongs to r plus, this must be positive now, because it is given domain of fx is r plus. Fx is only defined when x is positive, so this one must be positive because this is fx now. Okay, so condition for this one is domain of f is r plus, so this x of f, it means g of x must be belongs to r plus. So g of x r plus, it means positive real values. So g of x must be greater than 0. Okay. Now g of x, but we want domain, it means value of x. Now put value of gx, that is greatest integer of x. Greatest integer of x is greater than 0. Now we want value of x such that this one is greater than 0. Okay. Can I take value of x as 0? No. If you take 0, then x greatest integer of x becomes 0 now, but you want this one as greater than 0. Can I take 0.1? Actually no. If you take 0.1, then also greatest integer is 0. So how can you take value of x as 0.1? Can I take 0.5? No, not possible, because this is also equals to 0. Okay. Can you take 0.9? Again no, because this is also equals to 0. Can I take 1? Obviously, because greatest integer of 1 is 1. Can I take 1.1? 1.1 is also okay. Okay, so you can take any value of x greater than equals to 1, but you can't take less than 1 now, because if you are taking value of x less than equals to less than 1, then this become 0. Okay, so x must be greater than equals to 1. So domain of f of g is equals to greater than equals to 1 comma infinity. But remember, at the end, after finding value of x domain, you have to remember one thing, that we have a note. Domain of this composite function is always subset of domain of g. You can't take any value of x which is not accepted by g. Remember. Okay. So domain of this one is always subset of domain of g, and here domain of g is r. Okay. And these all values are lies in this one, so I can take. Okay na? Because at this time, remember that suppose you are getting 1 comma infinity, but domain of g is only from 2 to infinity, then you can't take 1 to infinity as domain na, then you can take only 2 to infinity. Okay, remember. So after getting the answer, just check that this one, these all values belongs to domain of g or not. Okay na? Simple. Now range. Range of f of g. First we are taking f of g na. Okay. So what we want? All possible value of f of gx. This is the f of gx now. Okay, but remember you can't put any value of x which is not in domain. Okay, so consider the only values of domain. So if you put any value from 1 to infinity, then greatest integer of x can take all integer value na, 1, 2, 3, 4. This can take only integer value. We want all possible value of this one, range it means. Okay, here x is domain, it means x is 1 to infinity. Now if you put 1.1, then this become 1, 1.2, this become 2. Okay, so this is always integer. Okay, so this can take all integer from 1 to infinity. Then suppose this is equals to 1, then this one is ln 1. When this one is equals to 2, then this one is ln 2. So value of this one is like ln 1, ln 2, ln 3, ln 4. Okay, these are the values now. Now see, x belongs to, okay, I am doing complete process inside to outside for range. X belongs to this one, 1 comma infinity. Then greatest integer of x belongs to all the integer. It can take only integer. Okay, now you can't take 1 to infinity now. Okay, it can take only integer, but actually if you put any value of x from 1 to infinity, then this one can take value of this one is only natural number. You can't get 0, -1, -2. So you can't take that this one belongs to integer, this one belongs to natural number. Okay, now we want ln of this one. So can I say that this is equals to n, where n belongs to natural number. Okay, now it is taking only integer value now. Now take ln of greatest integer x. This is ln n. Okay, where n belongs to natural number. Okay, and this one is f of gx, where n belongs to natural number. Okay, so this is the range. So range, if you want to write in terms of set, then it is like this one. We have only one value na, ln n, but write that n belongs to n. This is the sign of union. It means put first value 1, then ln, then ln 2 union, set of these all values. Okay, ln 1, ln 2, ln 3 right now. Now second is z of fx. Okay, can I ref? Thank you. Again same, don't worry, we will take 3-4 example, after that it will be clear. Z of fx, it means z of fx. We want domain for this one na? First find the function. F of x is ln x. Z of ln x, what you will get? Greatest integer of ln x. Okay, this one you will get. Now see, what do you want? First we want domain of z of f. Now apply the condition for domain. For domain, move from outside to inside. For range, inside to outside. Okay, domain. First we are getting z. Now check, z is defined for r. It means there is no problem. You can take any value. Okay, and it means fx belongs to r. G is only defined for r na. So fx belongs to r. Okay, fx is ln x. Ln x belongs to r. Then x belongs to, you can take these all value now, r plus, because logarithm is not defined for negative value. Okay, not getting. Okay, see, domain of g of f, this one, outside to inside. First find the domain of g is r. It means you can take any value of this one, no problem. Fx can take minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, I can write in this way now. Fx can take minus infinity to plus infinity. What do you want value of x? Okay, I have no problem. So put fx. Fx is ln x. Okay, now what do you want value of x? So I have to take antilog. But 1 minute. See logarithm. I am taking antilog. So e power. If you take antilog, then this become x, and this one is, see now, if your ln x equals to a, then x is equals to this one power a, so e power a, like this one. So if you are taking antilog, so here what you will get? E power minus infinity, and here what you will get? E power plus infinity. E is base is greater than 1, so sign of inequality remains same. E power minus infinity is 0. and e power plus infinity is infinity. So x can take all value from 0 to infinity. So domain of z of f is equals to 0 comma infinity, it means r plus this complete. Okay. Now what do we want? Range. We want range now. Range of z of f. Okay, for range inside to outside, it means we want all possible value of this one. Okay. Now tell me, x can take value, this is the domain now, r plus. X can take r plus 0 to infinity, then ln x. Okay, so I am writing in this way. First x belongs to 0 comma infinity, all positive value na, this one. Then ln x belongs to, ln 0 is minus infinity and ln infinity is plus infinity. I am taking ln on both sides. Okay, then what do you want? Greatest integer. Greatest integer of ln x, okay, belongs to, now see, ln x taking all value from minus infinity to plus infinity and you are taking greatest integer of this one. So what you will get? This is always equals to integer. Okay, so we are getting all integer from minus infinity to plus infinity. Obviously na, it can take all value from minus infinity to plus infinity, but greatest integer is always equals to integer na. So this one taking all integer from minus infinity to plus infinity, belongs to all integer. Okay, so range is equals to set of all integer is z. Okay, so this is domain and range, easily we can find, no problem. Can I rough? Simple na. Actually domain range both are same as previous one. We want value of x is domain, for that function is defined and all the possible value of function has become range. Okay, do practice and practice. Okay, can I rough? Okay. Now next question. Now actually this one is important. If fx is equals to minus 1 plus mod of x minus 2 for x belongs to 0 to 4, okay, and zx is equals to 2 minus mod x for x from 1 comma 3, okay, then find domain and range of f of gx and also find f of gx. Okay, so this is the question. If fx and gx both are given, then find the domain and range of f of gx and also find f of gx. So I will complete this question in one way. I will find f of gx, okay, and after finding f of gx we can find the domain and range. Domain is just simply all the possible value of x and range is all the possible value of this function. Okay, so first I am finding f of gx. Okay, but 1 minute, actually any time a function is given in this form, okay, and we want composite function, then first you have to break this one in defined form. Okay, it means without modulus. Can you break any function without modulus? Obviously we can take. We have to just put this one equals to 0, then you will get x equals to 2, x equals to 2 and 2 lies between 0 and 4. So divide this complete interval in two parts, 0 to 2 and 2 to 4. Okay, so okay, again I am repeating, actually this is done in 11th. So I am repeating, see, if you want to write fx in terms of without mod, okay, in terms of without mod, it means in terms of this type defined function. Okay, so put this mod equals to 0. Okay, what we have to do, just put this mod equals to 0. It means x minus 2, this part x minus 2 equals to 0. What we are getting? X equals to 2. Here value of x is 0 to 4. Value of x is 0 to 4. Okay, now 2, pehle is 2. Now when you are putting 2 in this interval, then we are getting 2 interval. This is divided in 2 interval now. Now consider these 2 intervals separately. Okay, it means break this interval in 2 parts, 0 to 2 first, when x taking from 0 to 2. Okay, and then 2 to 4. If you are including 2 in this one, then you can't including 2 in next one. Okay, so include 2 either in this one or in this one, anyone. Okay, so total value of x is 0 to 4, but I am breaking from 0 to 2, 2 to 4. Why we are breaking only 0 to 2? Why I am not taking 0 to 1? Actually I am not taking 2 from my side. Okay, I am putting this one equals to 0. From this one I am getting x equals to 2. Okay, so I am taking 0 to 2 and then 2 to 4. So see, when x belongs to 0 to 2, for these value of x, decide this one is positive or negative. If x between 0 and 2, put any value, suppose 1. If you put 1, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So this one is negative. For these value of x, this one is negative. So if you want to write this one without mod, then this become minus of x minus 2, and this one is minus 1. Okay na? For these x, this one is negative na. So if x is negative, then mod x is equals to minus of x. So this become minus of x minus 2, and this one is minus 1. So total what we are getting? Plus 2 minus 1, we are getting 1 minus x. Okay, when x belongs to 2 to 4, when x lies between 2 and 4, then x minus 2 is positive. If not belonging, then put any value, suppose 3. If you put 3, what we are getting? 3 minus 2 is 1, positive na? Okay, so for these value of x, this one is positive, positive, so remain as it is. As it is, it means x minus 2. Okay, and this one is minus 1. So what we are getting? We are getting that x minus 3. Okay, like this you can divide any function which is given as sum or difference of modulus in defined form. Okay, remember this is done in 11th. Now also write gx. Now try gx. Okay, pause and try gx. Done. Okay, see. So again, here we have minus 1 to plus 3. Okay, now minus 1 to plus 3. Now gx is equals to 2 minus mod x, and we want to write this one in terms of without mod. Okay, so again just same, put this one equals to 0. What we are getting? X equals to 0. If we are getting x equals to 0, then break this one in 2 parts, minus 1 to 0 and 0 to 3. So x minus 1 to 0 and x 0 to 3. If you are including 0 in this one, then you can't include in this one. If you are including 0 in this one, then exclude from this one. Okay. Now see, if x from minus 1 to 0, x from minus 1 to 0, then x is negative, then mod of x is like minus x. For these value of x, in this one x is negative now. If x is negative, then mod x is minus x, then minus minus become plus, so total become 2 plus x. When x from 0 to 3, then this one is positive, positive, then as it is, then what we are getting? 2 minus x. Remember one thing, in case of mod x, if this x is positive, then value of this one is x. If this one is negative, then value of this one is minus x. Okay, so this is done. Now what do you want? We want f of gx. Now how to find f of gx? See, f of gx, you want value of this one? Now see, what is the difference between this one and this one? At the place of x, what we have? Gx. So replace all x with gx. What we have to do? Just replace all x with gx. So what we are getting? 1 minus gx. Here also I have to put gx. So gx minus 3. Here we have to put gx. Here we have to put gx. Okay, it is clear na? Here we have fx, we want f of gx. So what is the difference? At the place of x, what we have? Gx. So I am replacing all x with gx. Okay. After this one, but actually this is the f of gx, but this is in terms of gx. I doesn't want in terms of gx, I want in terms of x. So again we have to put value of gx. Okay, now question depend on gx. Now put value of gx, but 1 minute, we have two value of gx, so put both. Okay, we have two value of gx now, so put both. Okay, now see. So first I am putting value of gx as 2 plus x. So put it every place where we are getting gx, put a 2 plus x. First I am putting this one, in next time I will put 2 minus x. Okay, so if you are putting 2 plus x, what we are getting? 1 minus 2 plus x. I am putting every gx, I am replacing every gx as 2 plus x. 2 plus x minus 3. Here also I am putting 2 plus x. Here also I am putting 2 plus x. Okay, so I am replacing every gx as 2 plus x. No problem. But now 1 minute. Again we have to write another condition. Here we are putting value of gx as 2 plus x. But it is given that gx is equals to this one only if x belongs to minus 1 to 0. So you have to write this condition also. Okay na? Gx is equals to this one, but only when x from minus 1 to 0. So also I have to write this condition, and x from minus 1 to 0. Okay, and x from minus 1 to 0. Okay, any problem in this one? So what I am doing? Just simply first replacing I am x with gx at every place. Okay, now I have to put value of gx. We have two value of gx, 2 plus x and 2 minus x. So first I am putting 2 plus x at every place. 2 plus x, 2 plus x, 2 plus x, 2 plus x. Okay, but it is given that gx equals to this one only if x from minus 1 to 0. So must satisfy this one. So I am writing this one in at side. It means this one also must be satisfied. Okay, now I have another value of gx, 2 minus x. Now put 2 minus x and do same thing. So if I put 2 minus x, what we are getting at here? 1 minus 2 minus x. 2 minus x minus 3. Here 2 minus x. Here also 2 minus x. Okay, but again same thing, gx equals to this one only if x from 0 to 3. So I have to put this one as condition. Okay, so and you can take gx equals to this one only for these value of x now. So x from 0 to 3. X from 0 to 3. Okay, now simplify this one. Now see, this one is, if you simplify, what we are getting? Minus 1 and minus x. Okay, this one x minus 1, this one minus 1 and plus x, x minus 1, and this one minus 1 minus x. Okay, these are 4 values. Now we want to write corresponding value of x. So here if you see, then we want the value of x with satisfying both, and it means intersection. From this one value of x is, if you subtract 2, what we are getting? Minus 2 x and 0. So in this one subtract 2 na, then minus 2, this become x and this becomes 0. So in this one x is minus 2 to 0, in this one x is minus 1 to 0. Take intersection. In this one x is value of x from this one minus 2 to 0, minus 1 to 0. If you take intersection, then what we are getting? X from minus 1 to 0. 0 is included na? Okay. Now solve in this one. If you subtract 2, then what we are getting? If you subtract 2, then this one is 0, this one is x, and this one is 2. Okay. Now intersection of this one and this one. 0 to 2 minus 1 to 0, no intersection. So this one is x belongs to 5. There is no value of x now with satisfying both inequality. Okay, now solve this one. To solve this one, first subtract 2, then minus 2, after that minus x and 0. Multiply with minus 0. This is 2, this is x, multiplying with minus, so inequality change. So this is 0 to 2, and this one is 0 to 3. 0 to 2 and 0 to 3. Intersection is 0 to 2. Okay, but 0 is not included in this one, so open. So x 0 to 2. Okay. Now again I want to take intersection of these two. In this one subtract 2, what we are getting? 0, minus x and 2. Multiply with minus 0, x minus 2. So this one minus 2 to 0 and this one is 0 to 3, and this one less than 0 and this one greater than 0, no intersection. So again x belongs to 5. Okay. So finally if you want answer, then view this one. You can't take this one now because there is no value of x. So this become minus 1 minus x for x minus 1 to 0. For minus 1 to 0, minus 1 minus x. And for 0 to 2, this one is x minus 1. Okay. So see, so domain of this one is, domain it means value of x. Value of x is first minus 1 to 0 and 0 to 2. So domain is minus 1 to 2. We are getting all value now. Okay. And how to find range? Range it means all possible value of fx. Now see. Okay. I am not doing complete, just we want domain and range now. See. So first can I say that domain of f of z is equals to value of x is minus 1 to 0, then 0 to 2. If you take complete, then minus 1 to 2. Okay. Close interval. Now we want range, it means value of fx, value of function. Okay. So put minus 1, what we are getting? If you are putting minus 1, then this one is plus 1 minus 1, 0. Now put 0. If you are putting 0, then what we are getting? Minus 1. So for this interval, values are minus 1 comma 0. Okay. Both are close. If you put 0, what we are getting? Minus 1. Now put 2, what we are getting? Plus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 na? So union for 0 I am getting minus 1, and for 2 what I am getting? Plus 1 included. This one is open, so open. Here equal to, so close interval. Okay, now take union of this one, minus 1 to 0, minus 1 to 1. So finally union, it means minus 1 to 1. Okay, minus 1 is also included because it's there. So range is equals to minus 1 to plus 1. Okay. Okay, any problem? Okay. Can I ref? Now see, maybe you are getting that this one is lengthy or anything else, but when we will take 2 or 3 question more, then this become easy. Actually process remains same na. See, next one. I am taking next question. If fx is equals to 1 minus x square when x is less than equals to 0, when x is greater than 0, and gx is equals to minus x if x is less than 1, and 1 minus x if x is minus 1 to 0. Oh sorry, kahan gaya? If x is greater than equals to 1. And what do you want? Define f of gx. Okay. Now in this one we want f of gx, same as previous question. Okay, if you are not getting previous one, now see this one. Okay, f of gx, this one can be written as f of gx. Can I write? Now see, what is the difference in this one and this one? At the place of x, what we have? Gx. So replace all x with gx in this one. Simple na? We want f of gx. What is the difference? At the place of x, what we have? Gx. So replace x with gx. So what we are getting? 1 minus gx, gx square. Also here put gx, gx less than equals to 0, gx greater than 0. So what I am doing? Just simply at the place of x, what we have? Gx. So I am replacing every x with gx. Doesn't matter where we have, in condition or in function, doesn't matter. Okay. So this one. Now this depend on gx. Now put value of gx. Again we have 2 value of gx now. So I have to put both. Okay. So see, first I am putting value of gx as minus x. every place replace gx with minus x now. Okay, so if you are replacing with minus x, what we are getting? 1 minus minus x, 1 plus x. If you put minus x square, what we are getting? X square. Put minus x, then minus x less than equals to 0. Put minus x greater than 0. Simple. But again we have to write extra condition. Why? Gx equal to minus, here we are replacing gx with minus x, but gx equal to minus x only if x is less than 1. So also write this condition, and x is less than 1 and x is less than 1. Now okay, no problem. Okay, now see, this value is, now we are putting complete. Now put the next value of gx. Okay, next value of gx is 1 minus x. Now at every place replace gx with 1 minus x. So what we are getting? 1 minus gx as 1 minus x. Okay, 1 minus x. Every place I am putting 1 minus x. Put this one as 1 minus x less than equals to 0. 1 minus x greater than equals to greater than 0. Again you can put gx equals to 1 minus x only if x is greater than equals to 1, x is greater than equals to 1. Okay. Okay. Now just simplify this one. This is 1 plus x, then x square. This one cancel out, x, and this one is 1 minus x whole square. Here we want intersection. Now see, from this one what you are getting? If you multiply with minus, then you will get x greater than equals to 0. X greater than equals to 0, x less than 1. Intersection is x from 0 to 1. Okay. Now solve this one. Multiply minus at this side, then x less than 0. If we are multiplying with minus, then we have to change the sign of inequality now. Okay, so x less than 0, and from this one x less than 1. Intersection is less than 1, less than 0, less than 0. Okay, x less than 0. Common in both now. Okay. In this one, take x at this side, then what we are getting? X greater than equals to 1, and this one is x greater than equals to 1. Both are same thing. So x greater than equals to 1. Okay. Now further, take x at this side, then x less than 1, and here x greater than equals to 1. Common part is nothing is common. This is less than 1, this one is greater than equals to 1. Okay, 5. So simple. That is all. Okay, so write down 1 plus x. Okay, if I rearrange, first one is x square when x is less than 0. Then 1 plus x when x from 0 to 1, and x when x is greater than 1. You can't write this one because there is no x. Okay, done. Now okay na? Okay. Okay, Narav? Now see, next. If fx is equal to x plus 1 5 minus x square, x plus 1 for x less than equals to 1, and 5 minus x square for x greater than 1. Okay. Now determine f of fx. Okay. So I am taking this one as last question for composite function to find in this way. Okay na? Now pause and try to find out f of fx. Okay. Okay, done. Now see if you are trying. Now what do you want? F of fx. Oh, simple, no problem. Want this one na? So at the place of x, what I have? Fx. So replace every x with fx. Simple. So this become fx plus 1 5 minus fx square. I am replacing every x with fx. What is the problem? Fx less than equals to 1, fx greater than 1. Okay. but we doesn't want this one in terms of fx, we want in terms of x. Now put value of fx, but 1 minute, I have two value of x, so put both one by one. So first I am putting value of fx as x plus 1. If you put x plus 1, then this become x plus 1 plus 1, so x plus 2. This become 5 minus x plus 1 square. Okay, what we are putting fx as x plus 1 less than equals to 1, x plus 1 greater than 1. Okay, what I am doing, I am putting fx as x plus 1, but again you have to apply another condition. That condition is fx equals to this one only for x less than equals to 1. Okay, so you can put only this value when x is less than equals to 1 and x is less than equals to 1. Okay, now this x plus 1 we are putting now, done. Now put next value. Now I am putting fx equals to 5 minus x square at every place. If you put 5 minus x square, 5 minus x square plus 1, what we are getting? 6 minus x square. 5 minus, at the place of fx, 5 minus x square, okay, whole square. Now fx, what I am putting? 5 minus x square less than equals to 1, 5 minus x square greater than 1. Again you can put fx equals to 5 minus x square if x is greater than 1. So apply this condition now, x is greater than 1 and x is greater than 1. Okay. Now see, x plus 2, 5 minus x plus 1 square, 6 minus x square, 5 minus x square whole square. Now we want value of x, and last part we have to take intersection of these. From this one what I am getting? 1 cancel out, x less than equals to 0, x less than equals to 1, take intersection, what we are getting? X less than equals to 0. This is the common in both now. Okay. Now for this one cancel out, what we are getting? X greater than 0, and from this one what we are getting? X less than equals to 1, intersection of these two, greater than 0, less than equals to 1, so 0 to 1. X from 0 to 1, 0 is not included, okay, but 1 is included. Okay. Now for this one, take x square at this side, then x square greater than equals to 5 minus 1 is 4, and for this one what we have? X greater than 1. Now we want value of x such that x is greater than 1, but x square is also greater than equals to 4, so x is greater than equals to 2. Okay na? So x is greater than equals to 2. If x is greater than equals to 2, then x is greater than 1, and also x square is greater than equals to 4 na. Okay, here we have equality, so I am including x equals to 2. Okay. Now this one, take x square at this side, what we are getting? X square less than 5 minus 1 is 4, and for this one x is greater than 1. Now I want value of x such that x is greater than 1 but less than 4. Greater than 1 but less than 4. Less than 4, it means x is less than 2. Then 1 to 2. Okay. X from 1 to 2. 1 is included? No. 2 is included? No. Okay. So this is done. Any problem? Simple na? Okay. Can I have? Okay. In next part we will take properties of composite function, even and odd function for today na. Okay. In second part of this lecture. Okay.